and 2 colors sold out completely. And we just got it back in stock a year later. So that is why I say if you see something you love, don't wait. 2 colors sold out in its debut. It took us a year to get this back in stock. We have a brand new color that's the color of the season, but we have it for you in this beautiful, soft, light mocha. We, of course, have it in black, and every woman needs a...
It's great in black.
You know, I'm doing an exercise show, and I'm looking at this and thinking, this
cool.
is what I want to pull to wear. Because, you know, I'm not wearing spandex on national TV at my age. Thank you very much. Here is Cardinal Red, which is absolutely stunning.
Beautiful.
Here is the brand new color Chianti and that whole family of wines for the season.
And here we go. How is that with like the gray velvet and this? And it's super casual.
But it's about the most expensive, casual chic ever.
Casual chic. This is the epitome of casual chic.
And then you're wearing blue night.
I put the blue on because I just wanted you to see the shape of it. I mean, I do adore the new color. This is the one, and I love that when women got it home, they wrote and said how much they loved it. So I'm so thrilled that you loved it when you got it home. But it's the shape of it. So you know what we did? We actually had done a French terry jacket very similar to this. It was a pullover. It wasn't a zip front. And it had the good day. It had the triangle that we put into here as a triangle on the side. So it really shapes the body. So it's not big and boxy. Nice pockets, but the pockets are really fun because they're kind of like on the side. So you can, again, my cell phone, my keys, you know, I'm running out the door with this. And then it's that shape, again, dips down in the back. So, you know, appropriately covered. I don't look like I'm wearing, you know, something too big and oversized. I love this. Can you see this? We do a grommet detail around. So, you know, the beautiful drawstring, and it's all dyed to match. Gorgeous little toggle, beautiful, you know, beautiful, beautiful. It's not taping, it's kind of a cording that we use, dyed to match in cotton. And it's an exposed zipper. So you see, we used look at the zipper, a very expensive, and you'll see the difference when you get it home, really soft, smooth zipper that's not heavy. So it's really easy to zip up. Again, here's where I talk about the bidet that's put in. There's actually a stitching, and it's like, it's if you love my French terry pullover, it's that same silhouette. And then the back of it, so I'm giving you like a tour of the whole garment, has the yoke at the back. And it's all about the shape, it's all about the fabric. I walk into like a Lululemon. Have you ever gone to Lululemon? They have all the casual wear.
Yes, we have. As you know,
I'm
when
sure
you have
your
young
girls,
daughters, yes, you walk in there.
And I'm also like, you know, are you kidding me? Why is this $150? And so, you know, we quickly, you know, I go get my sketchbook
like
and I sketch.
Shopper. You know, like shop with Susan, and you're like, wait a minute, come back to QVC.
And we bring you the biggest trends. And again, that's what I've done for my whole entire career in fashion design. Is this? This is exactly what I've been doing. And, you know, after doing it many, many years, you also learn. You know, I learned from you, you know, the viewer who talks to me a lot, and come to my Facebook page because I love hearing from you. I read every comment I get. And women tell me what they want. More natural fibers in your collection. This is cotton. It's super, super soft. It's my French terry. French terry is a really soft, loopy texture. And, you know, it's not too thick. It's not too heavy. It's just gorgeous. But, their models aren't here. I was just say, where do we see the models? But we don't know where they are.
Shopping. Yes. Here's the thing. This is the first day we've ever done this on Easy Pay. So last year we debuted it, almost like a year ago exactly, and it sold out completely in a bunch of colors. We brought in this stunning Chianti, which is like, you know, this whole wine family is the story of the season.
Must have.
And like this again is that perfect layering. Like speaking of my daughter, she talks about leaving early in the morning, going to her classes, running around. It's cold. She needs something. By 3 o'clock in the afternoon, she's sweating because it's so hot. So built to ship to your daughter off at college. Or think about this, by the way, as the perfect gift. And you can return it to the end of January. So you don't have to wonder, is it going to fit her? You know your mom's size. You know your daughter's size. She's going to love it. But you have that confidence that you could return it if you need it to the end of January.
And we love that. We want pieces that we're going to live in, that we're going to wear. You know, this whole weekend collection, you know, has been really popular. We're seeing this, you know, even dressed up. We see a lot lot of, you know, on the runway, you know, the high-end, expensive fashion designers that are doing like weekend wear. They're doing sweatshirts with ball gowns. You know, the weekend collection is a very huge look. So you can wear this even with like a trouser. I love it with the velvet. It's taken velvet to another level.
That's why Susan's here. I never would have thought of this.
Oh, it's amazing.
But when you get invited to that, like, you know, trim a tree party, or maybe you're even, you know, traveling, and when you get to the hotel, you know you're going to see everybody else who's there for that wedding, and you don't want to walk in sweatpants. You know, even my husband said to me the other day, the way that people come to work lately is really kind of surprising.
Casual.
Or we go to a lot of Broadway shows. I mean, it was really nice because we went to a Friday night and a lot of people were dressed up. I was so happy.
It's refreshing.
But here, you could sit on the train.
But this is beautiful.
You could put some silver jewelry on.
Yes.
Right? You look.
Oh, here's Katya.
Beautiful.
I was like, where's my girls? Katya, we love, is a Graver girl, total Graver girl. How fabulous. And she looks amazing. She's got one of my leggings on. She's got one of my tanks on. And it's all about the jacket. You know, you walk in a room and that's what you see, this beautiful jacket that's not overwhelming, that's not like high and low and points and everything. So, but it's still, you know, going to cover the back. Look how great. The pockets are nice and low. How fabulous. By the way, the inside, I want you to see this. There's a taping. We'll show this maybe on the rack, but we do a taping all around on the inside. The inside of my garments are just as magnificently manufactured as the outside. So it's all about detail. It's all about bringing you pieces that you'll live in, but you'll have year after year after year after year. It's not like one of those short little jackets, or it's not so big.
Too much. Perfect. Sometimes at my height and size, I put things on and I'm like, oh man, I just got lost inside this. It gets swallowed.
That's right.